the government were to have its way in terms of what makes sense for long term, they would close down some of these places that we live in that's so nice, that's cool and quiet. Because it don't make any sense in terms of the cost to keep it. It costs too much, so you're always gonna cry, you're always gonna complain and say it's rough to live there. Because it is impossible based on the cost to maintain it in a way that would have made me more comfortable to live there. So we have to actually work out that balance to say, guess what? And yes, I want to live, and even if I'm not going to get no highway, and that's a mess. So you have to find that middle ground between highway and living so far, and know, say, guess what? Today we I use pickaxe, if I so let's say I'm back out tomorrow, better pickaxe. That is how bad it is. And the better pickaxe don't necessarily reach the grade of the year, and it don't reach asphalt, and it don't reach concrete. That is the truth of it. The road coming up here, I'm going to go all the way back and I'm going to measure it, go down and I'm going to price it and send back the cost for you so you know what the cost of the road would be. If we had a road that carry us from the square. No man, no matter what you get certain help in about me, I said not like smooth driving asphalt road or concrete road anytime soon. No, because the country have to make enough money, you see. The country have to make it. I'm gonna help you, I'm not telling you say you're not getting no help, you know. I'm just telling you say we have a temper with expectation. You understand? Me now gonna promise you I cannot deliver. Full.
10 years after, former Prime Minister Bruce Golding declared that he would not have gays in his cabinet.
You, in the future, want to live in a Jamaica where a gay man or a gay woman can be in the cabinet?
Sure, they can be in the cabinet, not mine.
Well, they can't be in yours.
Not mine.
No, but do you think you want...
His successor, Andrew Michael Holness, has suggested that he would have no problems with homosexuals in his executive. Golding's statement a decade ago was made during an interview on BBC Hard Talk.
They live in a Jamaica where they can be and they should be, and it would be entirely natural for them to be so.
I do not know that that is necessarily the direction in which I want my country to go.
Holness' comment came in response to a question during his address to members of the Jamaica diaspora in Brussels on Sunday.
Homosexuality is not a crime. As far as I know, it's not a crime. However, one of our former Prime Ministers, Mr. Bruce Golding, said on Hard Talk that he will have no gays in his cabinet, and it went on to make Jamaica seem to be more of a homophobic nation than probably it actually is. Would you reiterate those words today, or...
Absolutely not, no. It's not, firstly, it's not my business. Neither is my interest to, and I don't, whatever is in my discretion to distribute political, a person's sexuality, sexual orientation is not a criteria for the use of my discretion.
Mr. Prime Minister, Minister of Health and Wellness, those of you who craft this order, I don't know what to say to you, but the Holy Ghost within me tells me that this order is working against the church, is working against the body of Christ. Mr. Prime Minister, I was watching a program last night and you declare me to be your good friend. My good friend, I'm telling you, sir, this order, God gets no glory out of it. And it's making the society worse than it ought to be. You're crippling the fountain of life that gives life to the nation. You're blocking the well. Somebody give me a chance in this house and plant this. You're blocking the well. You're stopping the fountain. Lose the church, lose the church, lose the church, lose the church, lose the church. You're destroying the foundation. And if the foundation be destroyed, what can the nation do?
Good morning, good morning.
Wagwan family, good morning. How you guys doing? No, sorry for the late start, people. No excuse, but it's a short sorry. All right. No, the Integrity Commission is under attack. Andrew Onis versus the Integrity Commission, first court hearing set for November 7th. Not only Andrew Onis want the Integrity Commission to remove the part of the act that investigate illicit enrichment, but they also, may I hear deliberate them talk about them to scrap the Integrity Commission Act. Remember, the same Integrity Commission who did report on Darrell Vaz, Dwayne Vaz, Montague, Bunting, then beat up Dalrymple, and so forth and so on. There's a bunch of other people. They named about 8 of them that we know the investigation, the investigators investigated. Yeah, and everybody got hurt. You talk about man like J.C. Hutchison. Don't forget him. Yeah, there's a bunch of them people, you know, that got investigated. And we see what happened to Dalrymple. She got booked. She lost her job as Speaker of the House. She also lost her job as MP of her constituency because her name showed up on the Integrity Commission radar. And no, we did not know where that come from. So sometimes I wonder if she get paid for the stars her integrity under the bus. I don't know. You know, I was questioning that. How she just take it and just gone so soft? Did she get paid to crush her own integrity to make way for the Prime Minister's wife to become the Speaker of the House? Now, before we go a little bit further into this and read this for you, what Andrew Onis is trying to do, let's start here so first, because I'm sure you see me play this earlier. Now, this is a video.
If the government were to have its way in Currambs,
Blacksburg Beetle, right? St. Andrew. You know, so I first man hear that name there. Yeah, man. We never know so a place name Blacksburg Beetle in St. Andrew. Now, this is where you see the Prime Minister wife sit down upon Rockstone. This wealthy woman coming at the people in place come sit down upon Rockstone. Like them, like she poor. Living in her mansion while she if you listen to the full, I put the full video on my page. If you listen to her, she go like she tell the people like say she poor. She just live down at Beverly Hills foot down there, so she you know she don't live nowhere. And that she tell them. Me just live down at Beverly Hills foot. Me don't live nowhere. She also go and tell the people them how much that she tell them that how if the government should have its way, all of them people would be removed. So it's impossible based on the cost to construct road. So the people have to find a middle ground to choose whether they want to live up in the hill there and have the road or come out of the mountain, come closer to the road. If you listen to the full video I posted on my page, she said the government will give her a house, but you don't have nowhere to plant, nothing. And that shall tell the people them. So based on no argument, shall discourage the people them. So me wonder, Miss Honest, who offer the people them land up at St. Andrew there? Is there somebody want to get it? Because based on what me hearing, Miss Honest, it sounds like you discourage people. People live in a mountain and hills and valley. From the beginning of time. You know, so it's nice and cool and better up there. So nice environment. But it sound to me, maybe I'm wrong, stand to be corrected always. But you know, your argument was discouraging to the people them up there. They are telling us that they might get road, yes, but no smooth road. So you tell them say the highway down so from where me I pick up, and if we move down so and the government will give them house. So who is after these people land? Miss Honest, more to know who is trying to take away these people land again. I want you guys to listen this, and we're gonna have a discussion at the end. Listen carefully again.
If the government were to have its way in terms of what makes sense for long term, they would close down some of these places that we live in, and that's so nice.
You know, hear that? If the government should have its way, them that close on some of these places that where we live in, that is so nice. I want to understand me. If the government should have its way, so that's the way the government, but the government cannot have its way because of legalities or stuff that is standing in the government way. But give this government 4 more years and see what ways this government will find to remove some people from somewhere. This is St. Andrew, you know. So more to know if Andrew Honest and his wife set out to own everything. Me just see Miss Honest the other day. I did a video on it also, man. Where you go over there, the lady are complaining about our farm, showing us a properly matured, well-running farm where feed family and the community, and destroy the people in farm for what? To put up ball ground, Miss Honest. Destroy a farm for what? Ball ground. You remember that? They build the ball ground already? Listen what Miss Honest, this rich, wealthy woman, go up there, go sit down on Rockstone. You are really Andrew Honest's wife. You is really Andrew Honest's wife. Two are the same thing.
If the government were to have its way in terms of what makes sense for long term, they would close down some of these places that we live in, and that's so nice, that's cool and quiet. Because it don't make any sense in terms of the cost to keep it. It costs too much, so you're always gonna cry, you're always gonna complain and say it's rough to live there. Because it is impossible based on the cost to maintain it in a way that would have made me more comfortable to live there. So we have to actually work out that balance to say, guess what? And yes, I want to live, and even if me not gonna get no highway, and that's a mess. So you have to find that middle ground between highway and living so far and know, say, guess what? Today we I use pickaxe, if we told us I'm back out tomorrow, better pickaxe. That is how bad it is. And the better pickaxe don't necessarily reach the grade of the year, and it don't reach asphalt, and it don't reach concrete. That is the truth of it. The road coming up here, I'm going to go all the way back and I'm going to measure it, go down, and I'm going to price it and send back the cost for you so you know what the cost of the road would be. If we had a road that carry us from the square. No man, no matter what you get certain help, you know, but I said not like smooth driving asphalt road or concrete road anytime soon. No, because the country have to make enough money, you see. The country have to make it. I'm gonna help you, I'm not telling you say you're not getting no help, you know. I'm just telling you say we have a temper with expectation. You understand? Me now go promise what I cannot deliver. Full.
No, I walk one of Blacksburg, St. Andrew. Me even hear one of the women, people will put the full video on this page. You can watch it whenever you can. What is going on with the people of Blacksburg? Me even hear one woman say, she's willing to give Miss Honest piece of land. Millionaire, you know. You look on wealthy people, billionaire pretty much. Woman will build a $800 million apartment complex. Poor people were still up on a plantation. I tell this a woman, I say, they will give her a piece of land to come build up there. Blacksburg, give me a piece of land. If you not watch this video and come from Blacksburg, give me a piece of the land, man. You see, understand? People have something for who to give them something. Because if you give somebody a piece of land who don't have nothing, you know, don't forget back. But if you give somebody who have something, piece of land, maybe you will get back something. But are you doing it from the goodness of your heart? Blacksburg, give me a piece of land, man. Jamaica Carlos want a piece of land for Blacksburg. Me hear a lady I say she will give me own piece of land for free. Me want a piece of the land, people. You hear the woman attack people. The people might use pickaxe to dig them road. And she boy, she come there and see them and do that. That encourage her to think out of the box and do something. But they might get road, but they not get no smooth road. Then what she talk about, they might get road and not get no smooth road. So what backwarders are come cut and dig out and mal, me no know. So she tell them now, say, if the government should have its way, the people even that move, people I want to understand what the woman say. If Andrew Honest and Juliet Honest have them way, the poor people even that move out of the mountain because it's not feasible to spend on poor people who live up in the rural part of Jamaica. What other government ever here taught these things? Gee wee, man. So many leaders coming to Jamaica, I never hear this from none of them. So if you're living at the mountain someplace, then why you come down closer to the road? Guess what then why you're getting now? Then why you're getting a Andrew Honest and him friend them housing program where Andrew Honest turn housing trust in a business. Not for the poor. So now I discourage these people, tell them everything to make it seem so impossible what they're doing up there. Remember, a hills me come from when we left town. Because hills, there's no place better than the hills. These people can go cut a banana. The youth can go climb one tree, go pick one guava, go find one June plum tree, one ackee tree, one mango tree, one pear tree, one papa tree. They can plant sweet potato, make it vine run. Pumpkin can plant it too. So you are discouraging people them to leave the mountain. And I tell them, say, if the government should have if the government, if Andrew Honest did have his way, no fun no lose on the land. People, don't take it from me. Listen one more time.
If the government were to have its way in terms of what makes sense for long term, they would close down some of these places that we live in that's so nice, that's cool and quiet. Because it don't make any sense.
Why would the government close down some of these places that we live in so nice and calm and cool and quiet? Why would the government, this tear down something that is nice, calm, cool and quiet? Why? Why would the government remove people from somewhere that is nice, calm, cool and quiet? Tell me, people. Give this brother 4 more years and you see what him up for Jamaica. You see the brother gone up on Maroon Town, gonna mess with the people in land and lumber and all type of stuff. What the people are up to? Listen it. They make it play in its entirety.
If the government were to have its way in terms of what makes sense for long term, they would close down some of these places that we live in that's so nice, that's cool and quiet. Because it don't make any sense in terms of the cost to keep it. It costs too much, so you're always gonna cry, you're always gonna complain and say it's rough to live there. Because it is impossible based on the cost to maintain it in a way that would have made me more comfortable to live there. So we have to actually work out that balance to say, guess what? And yes, I want to live, and even if me not gonna get no highway, and that's a mess. So you have to find that middle ground between highway and living so far and know, say, guess what? So the way I use pickaxe, if my soul said I'm back out to buy better pickaxe. That is how bad it is. And the better pickaxe don't necessarily reach the grade of the year, and it don't reach asphalt and it don't reach concrete. That is the truth of it. The road coming up here, I'm going to go all the way back and I'm going to measure it, go down and I'm going to price it and send back the cost for you so you know what the cost of the road would be. If we had a road that carry us from the square. No man, no matter what you get certain help, but me I said not like smooth driving asphalt road. our concrete road anytime soon.
No,
Because the
that's
country
why
have to
it's
make
a
enough.
better
The
road.
country have to make enough money. You see,
She have to
the
help.
country have to make it. I'm gonna help you. I'm not telling you say you're not getting no help. You know, I'm just telling you say we have a temper with expectation. You understand? Me now go promise what I cannot deliver.
Full.
So if you listen to her, she says she's gonna measure the road and send back the price to them. Now she a government, working a government, part-time, politician, MP. Why the hell would you measure a road and send back to the people them to see the cost? I scare you off, scare them and say, wow, this cost too much, man. Make a move and go down, let's make a left and go down where she say, believe no man. You know, your government said them and give you a local house. People want to understand the brain and the peanut brain of these politicians too. Because what Miss Owners has said right now, so that make no sense, you know. She could have only talked to a bunch of idiots like this. No, seriously. I saw them go around Jamaica and talk to them people, you know. I see when they go around Jamaica and talk to them people, go sit up on rock stone and that tree like them poor, put on clocks, like them down to hurt with the people when them a plan for juke out to your hole. You know what the woman say? She go measure and send the price, the estimate to the people. How a government? Where you send estimate to the people, Empa? Unless it's to discourage them. When they feel like God, it's too expensive, that they're not gonna build no, they're not building. Why you are do that? Why would you end? Why would the MP come there, measure road and send to the people then? Remember the people up there, you know, she go see them and use pickaxe and dig out them own road. She had discouraged them about what them are do. And she also said the government, Jamaica, I want to listen to a video and send a video out to who to hear it, you know. Share that video. And the prime minister wife attack say if her husband have the way, have him way. If she not basically, if she and her husband have them way, then people they move. We are talking about this at St. Andrew. So it seems as if some people, I know some people believe at St. Andrew. St. Andrew too rich for them are poor people here. Listen to the argument, you know, people. Why would she measure the road and send to them? No, seriously. Look on the people. Why would she measure the road? We said them people only can sit down and talk to some idiot, you know. Because man like me, they may have so many questions to ask. Why would you measure the road and say, come give these people? I thought she said she had to, when she go down, she gonna measure up the road and take the estimate and send the estimate to them. Tell me. Unless I try to discourage these people. Me and the people, I'm telling you, some new houses are built up there. You also say, no, man, you know, think say 100 people up there. I know the people that must register everybody name up there and get to the name. So when helper go on, everybody get it or else. Yeah, just send it up there and anyway, manga a day pop who get who not get. Hold on. Why politicians are walk on and give away resources? Why we don't have an office where people can go and get help? Why we are give push butter? People, these guys really know if we make politicians get rich. Why would you give all these politicians money, resources, and stuff for give poor people? Eh? Why would you give them these things? No checks and balance. Everybody get rich. This is a moment to get rich for politicians, you know, when you give them money. Why would politicians get anything to give poor people? And you come in at the neighborhood, you know, see certain people, you just throw it down there, give who you want to give. You know, so them always give them labor right figure away. So who get, who not get us so. Never play them clips for you guys. All of this, she has said it don't make no sense to live up there, so to the government, to build road up there. It seems that infrastructure, that means that the water now come, no road now come. I want to hear Wagwan. She said basically, you have to choose a middle ground because at them choose figure live up there. So since I want to choose figure live up there, away from the highway, don't so. Come closer to the highway, the government will give you a house. And that she said, people. But when you come down there, we're not going to have no place to farm. Shallow thinking, Gillette. I don't know where your brain is when he was talking to these people, but hey, you think say I talk to some dunce people, so hey, why not talk like a dunce yourself? Yeah? to say them choose to live up there. Basically, take what you get. And she also tell them to temper their expectation. No, while her husband had promised Silicon Valley status for over Portmore, promise all of this, all of that. You hear your wife say so. People must temper them expectation. She not go bite off what she can't show and promise what she can't deliver. Because things rough, government now no money. We also hear Nigel Clark coming out telling us that ministries, departments, and agencies, government, ministries, department, and agency must watch it on the overtime. So what I tell me say they are reducing the money in them era the funding. So the budget cut in a ministries, MDA, ministries, department, and agencies, government ministries, government department, government agency where the whole way about say them now run good, this and that. So yeah, them a cut funding. So Nigel Clark I said they cut the country shaky. So yeah, I wait for us to get joking at the eye. And you hear the Prime Minister wife I tell me the people them also say. I want you guys listen to one more time and it's worth listening to.
If the government were to have its way in terms of what makes sense for long term, they would close down some of these places that we live in that's so nice, that's cool and quiet. Because it don't make any sense in terms of the cost to keep it. It costs too much, so you're always gonna cry, you're always gonna complain and say it's rough to live there. Because it is impossible based on the cost to maintain it in a way that would have made me more comfortable to live there. So we have to actually work out that balance to say, guess what? And yes, I want to live, and even if me not gonna get no highway, and that's a mess. So you have to find that middle ground between highway and living so far and know, say, guess what? Today we I use pickaxe, if me soul let's say I'm back out tomorrow, better pickaxe. That is how bad it is. And the better pickaxe don't necessarily reach the grade of the year, and it don't reach asphalt and it don't reach concrete. That is the truth of it. The road coming up here, I'm going to go all the way back and I'm going to measure it, go down and I'm going to price it and send back the cost for you so you know what the cost of the road would be. If we had a road that carry us from the square. No man, no matter what you get certain else in about me, I said not like smooth driving asphalt road or concrete road anytime soon. No, because the country have to make enough money, you see. The country have to make it. I'm gonna help you know. I'm not telling you say you're not getting no help, you know. I'm just telling you say we have a temper with expectation. You understand? Me now gonna promise what I cannot deliver. Full.
So you hear from yourself. You hear people. So I wonder if the people at Blacksburg don't sell on the land, stay upon the land, stay what on there. Maybe it's just this administration believes that oh no deserve better. Don't just hold on first. We can't believe someone vote for these people, you know. This woman covered up like a tree card man. Me not think that she could have gone around some people who are educated. Like, let me ask a question, because me not disrespect nobody. The people of Blacksburg are dunce. Are the people of Blacksburg dunce? No, them not. That's why I get this video. The people of not dunce. Are all the people of not dunce? How you think me get this video? The people of not dunce. The people them say right through the bull crap. You go up there like you want the people them land. Everything the people them do, you make it seem impossible and hard. And you say if the government of Jamaica should have their way, none of these people that live up there. How you that do that? You just take with the people them land, force them off of it. You couldn't go to me say, can you imagine if me did it and you come there talk like that? Can you imagine the amount of question me have to ask your sister? No, sir. You are really Andrew Owen's wife. Two are the same thing, man. Two are deserve each other. Two are the same thing, man. Jaja, hear the woman go up there. I tell the people them. Blacksburg. Me hear una offer this a woman piece of land. Give me the goddamn land. I better never give somebody who poor who really need piece of land the land. I better never look at people at town and need piece of land to come out of the squalor. And have the land and I offer rich some of the land. I must have done so no done say, man. I can't done so everybody at Blacksburg downs. Because how you think this video come out? That means that somebody not like Wagwan. She and her husband take Jamaican people for idiot. Listen to her husband now.
That is why we did something like the reverse tax credit. Never before in Jamaica's history, where the government is giving back to people who earn less than $3 million per year. Never before happened. That's a way in which we are making sure that the dividends of the good economic management reaches to the people. Yes, good economic management can yam.
That's our husband. Really talking fart. Really. Why am I saying Kanyam? Why am I saying Kanyam? Disrespectful. The reason why I'm saying that is because him come out on a boast ball or him busy balancing the economy. But poor people now see it. Some of the poor people might ask if economy can yam. He might also come out and say, when he talk about economy, some people think it's a country far, far away. May I tell you, so all these people take Jamaican people to eat. Why? Some of them have to go to school there, man. Because the one that were dunce, and them are go vote, and them get used, and them listen to the politician and believe every goddamn thing them say. And a lie. The one that were dunce, I wanna make the country stay so, you know. Well, at least I wanna go vote. So I tell me, say people who bright and can read need to go vote. We can't make all the dunce people go vote. Everybody needs to get up and go vote. You know, say I peer dunce people have vote at Jamaica. Say peer dunce have vote out there. When the bright people know the thing there. You know, you're the wife turn up in front of the people them. I talk to them like she talk to some dunce. You're the husband as I know. Turn up before people. I talk to like them and dunce. Here again.
That is why we did something like the reverse tax credit. Never before in Jamaica's history, where the government is giving back to people who earn less than $3 million per year. Never before happened. That's a way in which we are making sure that the dividends of the good economic management reaches to the people. Yes, good economic management can yam.
People, I don't hear such disrespectful language. Because Jamaica people are ball and say, them now feel the economy. Him come out and say, when you talk about economy, some people think it's a country far, far away. Hear him coming now, yes, good economic management can yam. The last election, him say he was busy balancing the economy. Exactly, him not say the budget, you know. He was busy balancing the economy. And now that the economy has been balanced, now he's ready to share the dividend. Now, from the last election, you know. From the local government election, you know. I know me not sit down and go to people and get our burial money and the people still don't get that, you know. So want the balanced economic budget where you have the money from balancing the economy. Remember, without the burial money, you say you're busy balancing the economy, and now the economy has been balanced and ready to share. Before burial, right? So where is the money that you're supposed to share because based on you balancing the economy? People don't see that. No burial roll in, and people still don't see that. Before you give the people them, you tie them up with needs. Let's show you how this brother don't give nothing for free. Why not tie up with needs just like if you get some water, you have to take the joke? All type of nonsense and people are the people. Now let's talk about the reverse tax credit before we go any further. This reverse tax credit where him and Nigel Clark coming out with people, 3 card con man them. Listen, Carlos, I say it. If you know that people in Jamaica need a few dollars and you want to bless them, why don't you bless them? Why don't you send it in the mail or something to them. Why don't you send them to some office to go receive the money, the $20,000? Remember, you say one thing, never been done before, and they want to help Jamaican people. So this 3 card man, I saw him and Nigel Clark. You see Nigel Clark? Nigel Clark, boy, I mean, I know you're good, but more than what I see, but based on what I see, you are a cruel brother. You are cruel, Nigel Clark. You are a cruel man. I pay a rat trap set for poor people in Jamaica. Act like you're helping them. But I pay a whole yardic for them. Now, I read this morning where there's 243,000 Jamaicans approved, who have been approved for the reverse tax credit. 243,000 Jamaicans who are approved for the tax credit. Now, is there any watchdog to make sure this 243,000 Jamaicans get what is them supposed to get? Or them not just get 243 Jamaicans and take how much? 100,000 for themselves. I want to understand it, people. This is how these guys do it all the time. Show out the big numbers to shock you. 243 Jamaicans, them say, is approved for the reverse mortgage. But come here, people, let me tell you something, I can't trust them, boy. I hope a watchdog I follow every penny, so, because them appear thief in the office. Now, the thing about the reverse tax credit, where a lot of Jamaicans don't know, these guys are so cruel. Instead of giving you the money right out, Jamaicans, these guys tie the reverse tax credit to the big man, the boss. You won't get it if the boss not pay up him taxes. If an employer is not current on his taxes, poor people suffer with a crooked employer. Instead of the government do what they have to do legally, lock up man who not pay taxes, they rather make them friend flourish, but make the poor suffer. If you have something to give to the poor, why you go base it off of some rich man who don't pay them taxes? You have a system of law out there. Go deal with them, arrest them. Why have to make the poor man suffer? Poor people have not, we're not busy with big man taxes. What poor people aid to poor people tie up behind big man taxes? I'm not talking about it never happened before, this reverse tax credit. People, them boy are scammer, you know. Them not give nothing for free. The barrel money, same thing. They come out with needs, knowing that a lot of Jamaican, most Jamaica ain't gonna sign up on the needs. It's like the help is right there. There's a plate of food right there, but them tie up a pit bull right next to the food. And you look for the food, you know, but you can't get close to it. Because they make it impossible for you because it was not their intention in the first place to give you aid. They want to keep all the money. At the end of the day, somebody pocket it. Why would aid come for the people overseas? When we are getting the aid from overseas, there was no condition when we get the donation. So why these guys have put a condition and you forget burial aid? Here we go again, so the reverse tax credit, what am I talking about? The only way you get it is if your boss is current on his taxes. Big rich man. Him taxes affect my little $20,000 we should have get. Taxpayers' money, you know. Tie up behind your boss. How my boss finances get to hurt me and my little aid from the government? How not mix up Jamaican people not eat? If we not give them it, no man. People say they're not willing to help we. Which government you see? I'll give them people aid. But it's based on the employer's taxes. In what world a government have aid, a grant for the people, working class people, poor people who need to come up? But if your boss not pay taxes, you suffer the poor people when have nothing to do with the rich man taxes. You saw them boy are wicked and cruel. No, you see them boy are cruel. You see the pattern with you have to sign up for needs to get the big the burial money. You saw them boy are cruel. The plate of food is right there. But there's a pit bull will tie up next to it. You can see it. But they make it impossible for you to get it. There's a pattern with these people. They are wicked. You know what Jamaica want at $20,000? They come and work, this man come work for the same man who are underpay them, who get abused on the job, who have no government coverage, get battered sexually, abused on the job, low pay on the same job. But instead of government give poor people what is due to them, the $20,000 tax credit want to have, from the same man who underpay them, abuse them, everything. Why? Them have to wait behind him, the abusive boss. We don't tie up aid for poor people behind abusive bosses right across Jamaica. Poor people can't come up and nothing under Uno. Uno wicked. Uno wicked. Uno cruel. Guys, go to a break. I'll be right back.
If the government were to have its way in terms of what makes sense for long term, they would close down some of these places that we live in that's so nice, that's cool and quiet. Because it don't make any sense in terms of the cost to keep it. It costs too much, so you're always gonna cry, you're always gonna complain and say it's rough to live there. Because it is impossible based on the cost to maintain it in a way that would have made me more comfortable to live there. So we have to actually work out that balance to say, guess what? And yes, I want to live, and even if me not gonna get no highway, and that's a mess. So you have to find that middle ground between highway and living so far and know, say, guess what? Today we I use pickaxe, if my soul said I'm back out tomorrow, better pickaxe. That is how bad it is. And the better pickaxe don't necessarily reach the grade of the year, and it don't reach asphalt, and it don't reach concrete. That is the truth of it. The road coming up here, I'm going to go all the way back and I'm going to measure it, go down and I'm going to price it and send back the cost for you so you know what the cost of the road would be. If we had a road that carry us from the square. No man, no matter what you get certain help in about me, I said not like smooth driving asphalt road or concrete road anytime soon. No, because the country have to make enough money, you see. The country have to make it. I'm gonna help you. I'm not telling you say you're not getting no help, you know. I'm just telling you say we have a temper with expectation. You understand? Me now go promise what I cannot deliver. Full.
All right, guys. Now let's get into this. Let me see our husband I do. You know, wrong. When we hit a break and come back right after this.
That is why we did something like the reverse tax credit. Never before in Jamaica's history, where the government is giving back to people who earn less than $3 million per year. Never before happened. That's a way in which we are making sure that the dividends of the good economic management reaches to the people. Yes, good economic management can yam.
People, now I'm going to go to the book of the Gleaner this morning. Andrew Honest versus Integrity Commission. First court hearing set for November 7th. Member and wife in a court for land, the husband in a court for money. You cannot make this up. God don't like ugly. The first leg of Prime Minister Andrew Honest bid to have an Integrity Commission IC report on his financial affairs invalidated is set for November 7th in the Supreme Court. If you have everything on the up and up Andrew Honest and you're innocent, why are you fighting and kicking and screaming? You also wanted to remove the part of the act that investigates illicit enrichment. Now, a few days ago, I saw Uno find some money in our house where Uno say a scammer money, the $100 million, right? I saw Uno take with them money, I saw Uno take with them vehicle, I see all of that confiscated, right? So why they should confiscate a scammer property, but Andrew Honest want to keep whatever is not rightfully gained legally. Legally, you know. So illicit enrichment. Anything that is gained illegally by illicit means, criminal means, illicit enrichment. That is a part of the act Andrew want to remove. So nobody must investigate his illicit enrichment. So politicians must be able to keep their cars, unlike the scammer, get them car towed. Your house probably take away. Anything you got gone. $100 million seized. Nobody ever gonna see that money again. Cause Nigel Clark think money like those are not taxpayer money. He said it out of his own mouth. So if it's not taxpayers' money they seized, whose money is it? Who pay the agents who go there to go seize this? What are they doing with that money? Are they putting it back into the youth to prevent the youth from going a life of crime? Or are they just gonna take that money and share it up? What happened to the house full of money from the man to go be and white powder? What happened to that house full of money? Because since Nigel Clark believe money like that, confiscated money, is not taxpayers' money. If the financial minister believe that, can you imagine what is going to happen to this kind of money? Let's get into it. Honest, through his legal team, will try to convince a judge to give him a permission to apply for a judicial review of the investigation and its associated final report released by Parliament on September 7th. That judge must throw it out like them do Ian Hills. Dash it out same way. The court must not get involved in stuff like this. The court must not get involved in stuff like this. Right? There's a lot of good, decent people, credible people in this commission. The court must not get involved, just like Ian Hills, who did the same thing and got it thrown out. The judge must also throw this out. But everybody is innocent until proven guilty. So let's see what the judge is going to do. If the money when the judge them get as peer raise from such man is going to impact this case right now. So I want to see if the judge them are going to stand up for justice in Jamaica or just another criminal justice system like we have the government system. A judicial review is used by the courts to assess whether actions taken by the public entity were fair and legal. And people, look here. I have a feeling that the court are going to throw it out. I really do. Because I believe these guys who do this type of job, remember them are all judging a man. Them are no idiot. So they know to dot I's cross T's. You see these guys' performance the other day in a parliament. They were teaching the parliamentarians about the law. The Attorney General, Miss Malahou Fort herself, she looked like a total idiot before these people. Honestly, I'm not being disrespectful, but that's my observation from where I was on the deck. You guys look stupid. No, not what you're saying. What you guys did last week in Parliament is an embarrassment and a display of ignorance by the Liberal Party. Show you guys up. A meeting like that should be held behind doors, bro. And that's how should I go with that. That means that any little thing like this, we don't get to see how done so no be. The world don't need to see how done the labor right is. No, man, meeting like those. We not try things so we could have harmed the Integrity Commission, but to the world. We don't look done. So one time come out and talk about say the people them not audited. They are not they need to be audited before them get more money. Every little thing you might talk about pull back money, you know. Remember say I saw him in town, say one pull back money, him not gonna give the PNP money. Him not gonna give him my money. Him gonna call it fee money. So it is a good thing, you know. Swarmington like we talk about hold back money, you know. So him talk like you want to hold back money for the Integrity Commission because them no file no audit. When the last 6 years of the Integrity Commission existence, they've been filing audit. They've been audited every year and reports sent to Parliament. And don't Swarmington do not read it. You can't make that up, people. People, Swarmington did not read it. The man did not read it. The man has done 6 years straight. 6 years straight, the commission send report to Parliament every year. And this brother come out and I say them need to be audited. Remember, you know? The dunce are supposed to be lawmaker, you know? And them are dunce who ever run the country. You know, do your work seems as if appear rum your drink because you appear to be drunk every time you're on the campaign trail. Based on the crap will come out of your mouth. So are you drunk in Parliament too? This brother come out and say the Integrity Commission need to be audited. When the people have been audited for every year since them exist. And the report sent to Parliament. And this dunce. Just sit on Parliament and do a one bench. You don't read nothing. They know the people of Jamaica must get them business done. Them boy don't read. I don't serve in a Parliament. I organize them boy I make. Dunce man, film job does to make nice. And to honest call him the what? The what you call him? The fire whatever? Fire brand. So Andrew Honest appreciate him disrespect. So him carry dirty water, can nobody him not no shame. So we come out and do the nastiness where others not do. And he will tell you. Him not no shame people. The man look like, you know what the man look like to me? The man drop them pants and beard at the turnpike in front of everybody. I just that look like to me. Man not no shame. Let's continue. A judicial review is used by the court to assess whether actions taken by a public entity were fair and legal. Other details on the hearing, such as who will be presiding, be the presiding judge, will be announced closer to the date, which is normal practice of the court. We are listening. Because Jamaica full of corruption right to the goddamn courthouse. Right to the courthouse. So Andrew Wallace believe him can pull a stunt like Trump. Bro, if you don't have nothing to hide, we are kick and scream and ball for a holler. Wallace applied to the Supreme Court on September 30 for several administrative orders, including the review. In the controversial 171-page report, the IC's Director of Investigation, Kevin Stevenson, said he could not conclude on the question of illicit enrichment, highlighted and explained financial discrepancies in Onus's 2021 income filings and raised questions about tax compliance and transaction of over $470 million involving connected companies and tax compliance. So, no, you got a court for all of that. Can you got a court to make them declare your statutory declaration? No. It's going 4 years. So that alone for make you left out of office. You know. It'll go 4 years. Your statutory declaration cannot be certified. What you gonna do? You got a court. You go force the IC to do that also. Or all we are doing so. The fact still remain that the statutory declaration still is outstanding. More of you know. If what you're doing here, so going to court, can the court force the IC to certify your statutory declaration? No. So right there, so you need to, before you even go to court with all this, you need to step away. You don't need to be in a government, Andrew Honest. You are corrupt. And destruction to Jamaica. It is a dark day in Jamaica, Andrew Honest. It is a dark day. It's a dark day under your government. It is a dark day. It is a dark day, Mr. Honest. It is a damn dark day, bro. If what Richard Azan did was to build 10 stalls in the market for some market people, and you ball out, it's a dark day. What you're doing, what kind of day it is? With you, what kind of day it is? And the same investigation for everybody, who investigate everybody. The same integrity commission and the method that was used on that Rimple, that's have her lost her job. Why when it come to you, it's different? Why you never question the integrity commission's actions and how them do stuff and the law? How you never question that when that Rimple lost her job? When they come out on Darrell Vaz, Dwayne Vaz, they come out on Bunting, they came out on Montague, J.C. Hutchison, and even the lady there, that Rimple, she lose her job over it. Brother, why everybody eat bread and butter, but when it comes to Andrew Honest, we must go kill one hog for him? Everybody named bread and butter. Dalrymple Vaz, Dwayne Vaz, Darrell Vaz, Montague, everybody who was reported, Bunting, Ian Hills, all of them, named dumpling and butter, named the same thing. But when it comes to Andrew Honest, you have to kill one whole cow for him. You have to change the recipe. You have to change everything. You have to mash down everything. Now, Andrew Honest administration want them to dismantle the Integrity Commission Act. You hear that local woman here talk about it? The Attorney General. The Asia said the whole thing need to be dismantled. People do not hear. The woman has said the whole act need to be dismantled. And that she has said. In the middle of investigating the Prime Minister, she never see it fit to say that when it was digging up Vaz, Darrell Vaz, Dwayne Vaz. She never see a problem with it. When JC Hutchison and Bunting come under scrutiny, there was no problem when Ian Hills came under scrutiny. There was no problem with it when Dalrymple lost her speakership job. There was no problem when Dalrymple lost both jobs as Speaker of the House and as MP of her constituency. Nobody had any problem with it, Attorney General. It seems as if you're working for this corrupt system and not for the rule of law. You guys want to destroy something that Andrew Onis approved, he implemented. But the same law work for everybody. But when it comes to him, we must destroy the Integrity Commission Act. Jamaican people, listen to me. From the band, we hear we are bad, but we want FBI, we want Scotland Yard, politician and thief. Now we have our own FBI, we have our own Scotland Yard within the Integrity Commission. We could fight to stand up for them people. Them on a PNP, and I work for PNP over there, so our labor right, I work for labor right over there. So I already tell you, a plethora of actors who get scrubbed. Don't forget Bunting. Yeah. Dwayne Vaz. Right? Now I tell you the PNP them. Ian Eels. Remember them thing out them, man. I true no know. But check out them thing there. Yeah, man. Ian Eels get mud up by them too. Montague. We have Montague, we have Darrell Vaz. Yeah, man, I don't lie, people. I lie, let me tell you something, man. We have Montague, Darrell Vaz, another labor right. JC Hutchison. Dalrymple. And these are those who we can remember off at the top of my head, you know. These are those what in my head without go do no dig up, you know. You have Bunting, Montague, Dwayne Vaz, Darrell Vaz, Ian Hills, JC Hutchison, Dalrymple. She get the worst out of it because she lose her job and she lose her MP job also. So when 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 of them count did that, I forgot somebody. Somebody may left somebody, can I count 8 of them did that day. So I know me I left out somebody. But anyway, that's how the brain stay. So I count 7 of them I know. 7 of them I know now chicken back and flour. Such man never have no problem with it. Yeah? Dalrymple, she choke on her source of food because she never get no chicken back. She get dealt with the worst. When she get source of food and almost choke, such man never have no problem to change no laws. Eh? Attorney General never have no problem to dismantle the Integrity Commission Act. Can't you guys see it's obvious why you guys are doing it? Because you do not want the Prime Minister corruption to come to the front. You guys are look like you guys are covering for the Prime Minister. If it is okay for all of these people I just mentioned, why when it comes to Andrew Onis, stop. We don't need this integrity. Make we destroy it. Make we destroy it. Eh? No man. This not gonna go on like a paid dunce over the labor right side and think say we are dunce to with them. People, how is it it's okay for all these people we just mentioned a while ago? We are Bunting. I remember when Bunting get the investigation done on him, come out and him squeal like a pig. Me have to do video and rush him, man. The same thing to do with Dwayne Vaz and Ian Hills. Dwayne Vaz come on social media and jump on all type of platform and go on like same innocent. Me say, man, go and go ball to God. Go up on social media. Yeah? Yeah, all of them people, me rush them when they come out against the Integrity Commission because I know the Integrity Commission is working on behalf of the Jamaican people, not behalf of politicians. None of them like the Integrity Commission. And let me tell you something. Both PNP and Labour Right fear the Integrity Commission. Did they hear PNP make a statement? Something like, them no want the pressure where the Labour Right put upon them. Make the Integrity Commission, force the Integrity Commission to come out to start investigate the PNP. Who made that statement the other day? Someone made that statement the other day. A PNP made that statement and say, them don't want the pressure where the Labour Right pressure the Integrity Commission to cause the Integrity Commission to start look for dirt in the PNP, like to balance out and even it or to appease the Labour Right them. So even the PNP them fear the Integrity Commission. Integrity Commission now laugh with none of them. I never hear about one leak from the Integrity Commission. Any leak we hear is when them send stuff to Parliament, and we always know to go over nationwide because we must hear some leak from, or we might hear some leak from Cliff Hughes. It happen all the time. Is the last couple of times that Cliff Hughes channel come out pan, and it always come out anytime it's sent to Parliament, not before. Report have to be sent to Parliament before the leak. We never hear nothing before, no leak before. But anytime the report sent to Parliament, that's when the leak start. Every blogger knows say we go over Cliff Hughes, go turn up and wait. Because sooner or later, he might come out and tell we what in the report. Guys, tell me what you think about this. People, the Integrity Commission must be left alone. Jamaica people need to stand up. After we seen thing, me show you as I say, them investigate PNP and Labour right across the board. See there? Bunting, Montague, Dwayne Vaz, Darrell Vaz, Ian Hills, J.C. Hutchison, Dalrymple, and now Suchman. So all of these people, there was no problem with the act. Attorney General let it slide and everything is okay. Attorney General, see here, sir. Everything was fine. Suchman have no problem with it. He never squeal. Dalrymple lose her job, they kick her out and the wife turn speaker of the house quick and fast in short order. I don't know what them do that, but your wife a speaker of the house. Yeah? And yeah, there was no problem with the act until the Integrity Commission start investigate Andrew Honest and report his stuff about his bank accounts and all this skullduggery. Where am I going? Andrew Honest, what you want? You think think this is okay, boss? Me don't understand Labour Right. You don't think this is okay?
So there are two separate investigations that emanated from the Prime Minister's statutory declarations. I want you to discuss that first and tell us what were those two separate investigations. One relates to the omission of information for which the Director of Corruption Prosecution ruled, and then the second investigation was around illicit enrichment.
Well, I would say on the 4 accounts, there were 2 related to his parents put his name on, one with a former constituency manager and another one. Now, it's important to look at the detail. The Director of Investigation said he brought to Mr. Holness's attention on 3 occasions that his name was in fact on the accounts. And in spite of that, Mr. Holness did not declare those as part of his declaration. Secondly, and even more importantly, the Director of Investigation found that in 2 of those accounts, monies were flowing through the accounts from accounts solely controlled by Mr. Holness and 2 accounts solely controlled by Mr. Holness. So in essence, he's saying Mr. Holness said he knew nothing about these accounts, but funds are flowing in the region of millions of dollars. Deposits put in today, taken out the following week. 2 accounts controlled solely by him. So the question is, was Mr. Holness being truthful when he said, well, it's my parents' account and I don't know anything about it?
Prime Minister and Party Leader Andrew Holness.
Is what happened to bold money. Now, the other transaction which concerned me was the one where the account was opened at NCB. It was opened with no money in it. And I didn't know you could open an account with no money in it.
Is the man of integrity.
A couple of days later, there was a deposit of a little over $143,000 US, which came from SSL.
In full support
of the best Prime Minister.
And in the context of the discussions which we have been having about SSL, I believe that the Prime Minister needs to address this and explain how and why that money came into his account from SSL.
And I am very lucky
to have an outstanding Prime Minister.
It was deeply concerning to me, and I'm sure that it must be deeply concerning to all the people who not only lost money, but know people who lost money. And the number one concern is what happened to bold money.
A leader that we can be so proud of.
The transformation. I just gave away 87 black tanks.
Is the best we have had.
This is actually one of the more disturbing features, because what the investigation of the Integrity Commission has revealed is that funds were used from a charity. It's called Positive Foundation, Positive Jamaica Foundation, a charity which, by definition would have charitable purposes. And some funds in the region of approximately $32,000 US were diverted to pay for a bond in the name of Mr. Holness.
Or his company, his personal company.
And I believe at some point it may have been either in his or his personal holding company, which he owns 100%. And it remained in that form for the life of the bond until it was called. And it was only after the bond had been redeemed and that transaction was now, in a sense, extinct.
Is it reasonable?
Closed. That, just allow me to finish, that upon questioning by the Director of Investigation, that an attempt was made to repay that charitable foundation. So approximately 4 years had elapsed when the funds from the charitable foundation had been used to partially pay for a bond in the name of or for the benefit of Mr. Holness.
And the interest payments on the bond went into him or his personal company's account. And it's only when the Integrity Commission itself looked into this thing and said, hey, but some of the funding for this, $32,000 US of the $94,000 US cost of the bond, came from a charity with which Mr. Holness is very closely associated and is a director. That the necessary rearrangements of the thing were done and the money was returned to the charity. So for several years, he declared that bond as being his or his company's, and he received the payments under that bond.
People, thank you for watching this video. Tell me what you think about it. Go ahead, subscribe, share, do whatever you can do to support this platform to help it grow. I really appreciate all of you guys here this afternoon now, and expect later more videos from me throughout the day. All right, guys, because there's a lot of things to talk about. Do you understand me? Tell me what you think about this video. My name is Jamaican Carlos. I'm out.
That is why we did something like the reverse tax credit. Never before in Jamaica's history, where the government is giving back to people who earn less than $3 million per year. Never before happened. That's a way in which we are making sure that the dividends of the good economic management reaches to the people. Yes, good economic management can yam.
were to have its way in terms of what makes sense for long term, they would close down some of these places that we live in that's so nice, that's cool and quiet. Because it don't make any sense in terms of the cost to keep it. It costs too much, so you're always gonna cry, you're always gonna complain and say it's rough to live there. Because it is impossible based on the cost to maintain it in a way that would have made me more comfortable to live there. So we have to actually work out that balance to say, guess what? And yes, I want to live, and even if I'm not going to get no highway, and that's a mess. So you have to find that middle ground between highway and living so far, and know, so guess what? Today we I use pickaxe, if my soul said I'm back out tomorrow, better pickaxe. That is how bad it is. And the better pickaxe don't necessarily reach the grader there, and it don't reach asphalt, and it don't reach concrete. That is the truth of it. The road coming up here, I'm going to go all the way back and I'm going to measure it, go down and I'm going to price it and send back the cost for you so you know what the cost of the road would be. If we had a road that carry us from the square. No man, no matter what you get certain helping about me, I said not like smooth driving asphalt road or concrete road anytime soon. No, because the country have to make enough money, you see. The country have to make it. I'm gonna help you. I'm not telling you say you're not getting no help, you know. I'm just telling you say we have a temper with expectation. You understand? Me now gonna promise what I cannot deliver. Full.
The St. Catherine Parish Court in Spanish Town is one of many structures riddled with issues. I'm currently standing in the male staff bathroom at the St. Catherine Parish Court. As is evident behind me, both urinals are out of use and only one of 2 toilets are in working order. On top of that, we understand that from time to time there are water challenges in the bathroom. Therefore, persons using this bathroom have to catch water in this jug, not only to wash their hands, but to also flush the toilet. Now, lack of proper bathroom facilities is just one of many issues plaguing the courthouse. Issues such as mold-infested walls and limited waiting areas. Now, a tent is erected outside for persons who come to the courthouse, but it's just not big enough. We notice people jumbled together, sitting anywhere they could access. There's also no mediation area at the courthouse and no designated parking space for visitors. Now, this parking lot located on the property is only for staff members. All other motorists who visit the court are forced to find their own parking.
Just a few years ago, I believe it was 2 years ago, a lawyer, my colleague, came to the Spanish Town court, parked outside, and when she went into court and came back out, her car was missing. It was stolen. That car has not yet been recovered. Today, these are live and real issues that attorneys face.
Another major issue, eroded floors and leaking roofs. In fact, our team witnessed this firsthand. While there, it started to rain. Now, despite being indoors, our team, staff members and persons who came to court had to be dodging flood waters. The situation got so dire that 2 court proceedings were paused and the respective courtrooms evacuated. In neighboring Linstead, a similar crisis. One of the courthouses most complained about is the Linstead outstation of the St. Catherine Parish Court. Now, as you can see, the building is currently closed to the public and construction work is now underway. Court proceedings have been temporarily relocated to the Holy Trinity Anglican Church, which is just across from the court. Now, we were told that the work being done here today will span over 3 months and is to address some major damages sustained during the passage of Hurricane Beryl. But some residents in the area that we spoke to told us the issues were present long before the hurricane.
And I think it's been a long time it's been like this. Friday was a disaster. When you went up inside there, the water was coming out the roof like a pipe burst inside the court part. Not to mention down where the guards are kept to be protecting your loved ones there.
The system right, man, them feed do something. You see it? The you them catch all ringworm and germs and them something and rat running in your food. You can't stick on dead and them something that we need for remaglet. Our courthouse nothing looks so.
But these are just two of many courthouses causing outrage in recent months. Similar issues have also been identified at the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court in Halfway Tree and the Supreme Court in downtown Kingston.
The courts are not only old in terms of their infrastructure, but they are outdated to meet the modern needs and evolving nature of the legal profession, for example.
Members of the legal fraternity are at their wits' end.
As much as we spend on crime prevention and security, we also need to spend on justice, because the cases are going to be coming to the courts for resolution. I call as well for the government to stop treating the judiciary as a bastard, a stepchild in the governance structure. The judiciary is a co-equal arm of government. There's a legislature, there's the executive, and the judiciary. Why is the judiciary continue to be forced to beg, beseech, to work with the very little that they have in order to carry out its function?
They're hoping the ongoing discussion will reap positive benefits in the coming months. Reporting for TVJ's All Angles, I'm Amoy Harry.
We all see what's happening with Andrew and the Integrity Commission. So let me explain it to you as best as I can in layman's terms based on what my understanding of the article and the documents that I've read are. So essentially, Andrew Holness and his wife owned a number of companies. In their earnings reports over the last few years, there are some inconsistencies in the growth of their earnings and their net worth and assets and deposits. So essentially, what the Integrity Commission is now saying is that in order for them to certify his earnings, they would need to have a further breakdown of his expenditures and expenses for each of the companies. So they would need that in order to then go ahead and certify and say he's okay. So essentially, Andrew is saying that he's not willing to give them that because that is a breach of his privacy. So what he is now challenging is a portion of anti-corruption legislation, saying that is unconstitutional because what they're asking for does not protect his privacy. And everything that's in the Constitution, such as the right to privacy, it takes precedent, meaning that it supersedes anything that comes after, such as like anti-corruption legislation. So if, in essence, it breaches his constitutional right for privacy, then he does somewhat have a case. Now, I'm a huge supporter of the Jamaica Labour Party. Everybody knows this. However, at this juncture, I'm not able to continue to make excuses for the Prime Minister. What he is attempting to do is actually quite disgraceful and disappointing. Years from now, we will look back at the Andrew Holness tenure and be disgusted at some of the things that we have allowed to happen. Now, while I have genuine love for Andrew and I think he is much better of a leader than the opposition, I think that there are a lot of blunders that have happened in his leadership. The Prime Minister's wife being in representational politics has always caused ethical concerns. The fact that he snuck her in as a member of Parliament and then promoted her to Speaker of the House is highly inappropriate. And while I don't question her effectiveness, as I think she's excelled in both roles, it's definitely always been a conflict of interest. While I've traditionally supported the Jamaican Labour Party and Andrew Holness and his administration, I think that it would be in very good taste if he just gave them what they wanted. It would also show that he respects the Integrity Commission and the anti-corruption legislation. The fact that he's going to these lengths to not comply with their request shows that he has a lot to hide.
What is the difference between the ordinary thief and a political thief? Number one, the ordinary thief steals your money, your bag, your watch, and your jewelry, isn't it? But the political thief steals your future, your career, your education, your health, and your business. Number two, the hilarious part is that the ordinary thief will choose whom to rob. But you are the one who choose the political thief to rob you. Because we choose them. We vote them. We blindly say we are not blind. Who is deceiving who? The ridiculous part of the whole issue is that we will fight to defend and protect our belongings from the ordinary thief. Is it not? But we fight each other to defend and protect the political thief. Is that not what we do? Thugs will be fighting themselves to protect those that are stealing our career, stealing our job, stealing our health, stealing our success. What a shame. What a travesty. Calls for us to think and think deep.
That is why we did something like the reverse tax credit. Never before in Jamaica's history, where the government is giving back to people who earn less than $3 million per year. Never before happened. That's a way in which we are making sure that the dividends of the good economic management reaches to the people. Yes, good economic management can yam.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. Covid money, miss away in the yellow correct you. Use the youth, the money, waste for most of the statue. Say we like a catch you, but we got in a figure you. Take the spit of money, God and say that is not you. One day the man above him up, him a got up. Too much it in the kitchen, some a fly by like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me.
300% praise.
It burn me.
Garbage pile up the day.
It burn me.
Give the teacher them raise.
It burn me.
I see corruption please.
It burn me.
Mash down the people them house.
It burn me.
Every day appear arms out.
It burn me.
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me.
And them a sell out the beach.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again.